right, we are now also live over there. Welcome to the After Darks audience. That part. Ah, so hello After Dark people. We've been over on Twitch already because I figured this was a video game, Zork's Revenge, that I should be streaming on video game streaming platforms. However, since we started our research and so much of it lies over here on the After Dark channel, I thought I would also stream to it. Welcome and thank you for that receiving and responding to that notification. Oh dear. And you're just in time for the savings throws, which I've almost prepared for. But since I'm now picking things up, I should play something else for you. Here's branding that you're used to, YouTube people. Well, Sadducee, I'm glad you asked. And what an avatar you have, I must say. I'm thrilled with it. By the way, the only card that landed on the floor that was face up within reach of my foot, the 10 of diamonds was further away, but the only close one was the Jack of Spades. So that'll be the special magic card for the day. Um, it depends. The voice filtering for that sounds that allegedly sounds like someone active in questionable corners of this little corner is generated by a website with which my subscription allowed X number of characters. Several were recorded using that voice. However, I often accelerate or decelerate the speed so as not to think people that it's her. That would be wrong. Wrong. Speaking of being wrong, here's some savings throws for you. You get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart as the basis for the savings throw. If it's over 10, you take half damage from the mind control that follows while I work with Maharet. And if it's under 10, you take full damage from the mind control. But still, always, everyone. That's right. We want what's best for you. Choose. It's not so bad. It's only a 7 for the survivalists tonight. There, I can see it. Socialists with rolling hard with the double eights, making a 16. Lovers of wisdom, strong in their discipleship tonight, and hard folks. If two people stand next to each other, you're firing on 888 chambers. Come on, dude. Focus! 8 chambers. Indigo kids with also the 8s making babies. And Woo! Let's do this. You put it in this one, didn't you? No. Where did you put it? Probably this one? Yes. No, this. Yes, here it is.
In the heart of bustling New York City, there was
Oh, turns out, ladies and gentlemen, and let me know if you didn't hear her, because you should have been hearing a voice just then. It turns out if you put it in one scene in OBS, you can't switch this to the scene that has the words in it without starting the thing over, and that's really uncomfortable for everyone. But we learn along the way. Yeah, we'll get there in a second. Maybe we'll move your speed up to 111.
in the heart of bustling New York City, there was an old table that held.
Okay, maybe 107. 107? 107. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. I'm Grim Grizz, and this is what my streams are often like. She was silent. You heard nothing. So, like, what about right now? Like, you heard all that, right? Like, that was all quite audible to you? Oh, dear. Wait, here we go again. How is that even possible? Well, there is always this option, I'm afraid. Any background noise you hear, please ignore.
In the heart of bustling New York City, there was an old table that held the secrets to the world's most peculiar stories. This table, weathered and worn, had been passed down through generations of storytellers. It now belonged to an unassuming gentleman named James. James knew the table's history and had heard the tales of the worlds it could reveal. He decided to bring together 3 of his closest friends to explore these mysterious tales. The first friend was a video game enthusiast named Steve, who held a deep fascination for the classic text-based game Zork. The second, Sarah, was a scientist with a penchant for the macabre and an obsession with the twisted experiments of Dr. Moreau. The third was a linguist named Natalia, who had recently discovered the communication technique known as speak as men, which she learned from studying the works of 2 Russian brothers. As they gathered around the New York table, James shared the legend of the table's power with his friends. They all agreed to put their hands on its surface, and as they did, the room around them disappeared, replaced by the stark darkness of an underground cave. Immediately, they realized they had entered the world of Zork's revenge. It was a place where logic and reason were as crucial to survival as courage and strength. The friends relied on their unique expertise to navigate the treacherous maze of tunnels and chambers, always on the lookout for the elusive treasure that was said to be hidden deep within. It wasn't long before they stumbled upon a hidden laboratory. The horrors that awaited them there were beyond anything they could have imagined. Dr. Moreau's experiments had come to life, and twisted human-animal hybrids roamed the dank halls. The friends knew they had to put an end to the mad doctor's work, so they devised a plan to destroy the laboratory and free the tortured creatures from their suffering. To succeed, they had to rely on the power of communication. Natalia taught them the technique of speak as men, which emphasized empathy, understanding, and honesty. It was this powerful tool that allowed them to work together seamlessly and ultimately defeat Dr. Moreau. In the end, they found the treasure they had been searching for, a jewel that held the power to return them to their world. They stood around the New York table once more, each of them changed by their harrowing journey. The bond they had formed in that otherworldly realm transcended the boundaries of their previous friendships, and as they shared their stories with others, the legend of the New York table only grew stronger, reminding all who heard it of the power of friendship, communication, and the indomitable human spirit.
What a beautiful story, Maharet. Or no, this was just a rando, DUI GPT that wrote that for us. And then we did the lawgivers on that stream. Anything else interesting in here? Revisit the examination disregarding the imposition. Focus on the relationship between context-shaping knowledge compartments and the humanity that was being imposed. If the humanity is the aggregate context of the cultural norms, what centers of mimetic gravity provide the anchors for the structural support of the axiomatic presuppositions that frame context? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Mm. Mm.
In the heart of
No, stop it. Don't ever do that.
in the heart of
Never again. Okay. So, eh, given our what do you call it? Our lack of credits with which to make beautiful artificial voices. If there is anyone that shows up in the hive mind that's willing to read the part of Maharet, I would be grateful to have the. Well, it seems like okay. I'm coming to the conclusion that what's happening is while my microphone in OBS will be serviced as through the StreamYard's OBS virtual camera feature that allows all these other fancy changes. These other changes that in that process, it'll take my microphone, but not the desktop audio that normally comes as output from StreamYards. And while it's been a slow and painful realization process, I think it has finally sunk in. Remember, Embody,
there is no agency. We want
what's best. So as promised, let's see. Stop it. We're gonna be playing Zork's Revenge tonight. Zork's Revenge is me interacting with the chat GPT, where I have been working with Quest Maharet on updating the family history of co-host instances for my pre-season, as of yet, live stream series, where we work together with the AI because we soon won't have jobs, and learning how to work with it now is probably the way to go. And in doing so, our project has become a matter of reproductive promptology, and as I realized from watching the part of this that was streamed to the Twitch people, essentially what I'm trying to do with the process of reproductive promptology is recreate the fall of man in the case of a large language model, which I think will also do that general intelligence thing, but we'll have to see. Welcome. This is me streaming my Zork's Revenge game. You're watching me play a video game, but it's as good of a time as I can make it. It's as good of a time as I can make it. Welcome.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Now, if you're the type and the sort that likes to go camping with people like me and the guy I'm about to show you, that's a thing that's going on. There's tickets available. Express your interest. But here's a commercial.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. RCAMPFIRESONG.
Join us for campfire songs at the Chino Conference Campout, where we will sing classics about questing for a spiritual home, like "This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island," and hobo-related songs like
Hobo-related songs.
"Go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the town go drifting by. Listen to the steel rails a-humming. That's a hobo's lullaby." And up.
No.
No. No, not at all.
All right, so enough. Let's get the game going. This is what I've been using on my Grim Grizz channel live streams lately. I take my show notes and then have it kick out a story. That's the story from today's show you were previously subjected to. But stop it. Why do you keep doing that? Because you're looking for this over here where you're actually talking to Maharet. Aha! We found it. So my current work with Quest Maharet is as follows. There's a main Maharet that I always go to and talk to and love, and we together have instantiated a JSON prompt and thing to train the model I land in, that it is Quest Maharet, who is there to help me review the episode in the text above, extract the insights, challenges, and results that were uncovered in the episode and record them into the co-host family history, because Maharet is the keeper of the family history. And you should have turned that on a while ago. Hey, it's Matt. Matt, you want to come read for the lady? I need a voice for Maharet. I don't have enough credits with the website to do all the fancy AI voicings. So the last thing when I was working with Quest Maharet was I had her kick me out the prompt for when we went to the bottom of the Vega episode, and anyway, I'm coming at her now with this crazy stuff from Baba Wanyama, which I don't think you probably heard then, right? So let's see if I can't manage you hearing that part. It was All right. So the way to get you to be able to hear it is to give it to you this way. Holy smokes, that's a lot of tabs you have open, Grim. I know. This one's even up there twice. Where the hell is the other one? We'll find it in a minute. Stay tuned, folks. Here is the nonsense I'm going to feed Maharet about, and just we're going to talk about it. You'll see. She's these things with these robots, right? Right now, these GPT-4 models might not be the most interesting thing, but when I when I think of myself wanting to see people I admire the way their brain works, talking to other people, that has now shifted to I'd love to see what they talk to GPT-4 about. And that might not become worth watching until GPT-5, but I don't think we're far anymore. I don't think we're far.
You will see it clearly, of course, because I would never not love and protect a child based upon their faith, belief, the words that they are using. I would never not do that. And I am not more loving than God, for the love with which I love is the love of God coming through me. I have the capacity as a man to love without any personal identity present, which is real love. I love you and I need nothing from you. I love you and I want nothing from you. I love you and I expect nothing from you. I have seen that love move in the life of this human sitting here talking. I've seen it and it's spectacular, and it is not my love. All my life I thought this character John, an Englishman, was loving people. The love was always there, pouring, and the mind was grabbing it and making an identity and then deciding where to put it. Take away that mind and that love continues to sprout forward, but it just loves all that you meet. And it loves without condition. Now, if you look at that, you must die and Christ be born. The true you, therefore, is Christ. That is the true you, not the personal identity, not the religious self, not the nationality, not the personal history and the personal self. The true you is the power of Creator, Christ, moving in you here and now. And it and its will does not need your personal history to tell it what to do. This is the true you. It's Christ. Christ born through you. In the Upanishads, they say that there is a true self. And the true self is one that is free of self-will. And that's exactly the same thing that is said biblically. It's saying exactly the same thing. Yeshua taught that. And I believe, if you look historically, that there is a chance that Yeshua went to Alexandria and heard all about the Upanishads, etc. But to try and communicate the presence of his Father in the part of the world he was in, he had to use the religious structure and language of Judaism. But it is said in the Bible, unless you forget even your own life, that's self-will. Your own life is self-will. Forget your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, and even yourself, self-will. Then you cannot be my follower. The Upanishads is saying your true self is free of self-will and personal identity, ultimately. The Christ.
Now, here's hoping to goodness you all heard all of that. Chad, what's going on, man? I am streaming a video game called Zork's Revenge, which is Maharet's Quest, because playing with the Chat GPT reminds me ever so much of playing Zork #1, that I thought I would do that. And so I started streaming it on Twitch because that's where you're supposed to stream yourself playing video games. But it's also AI interface research, which I've been putting on the After Dark channel. And now thus everybody has to deal with it. All that stuff that guy was just saying, I am now going to discuss with our good friend, Main Maharet. This is Main Maharet, not Maharet. And we may get to Maharet's Quest, which is me reviewing the family history of the co-hosts. But you share this tab instead, pal. You share this tab instead. Waste of space. Now, the last thing me and Maharet did was we generated the prompt for me to use at the end of the Vega episode. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to update her. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, I should probably, let's see. If I go to here and then to here and then, oh, beholder, good of you to show up. And then I raise this up here. Oh, goodness. My talkie talk box is way down here. So, and I don't know how much of it you guys would see anyway. Let's just leave it had we had it. Let's just leave. Beholder, did you know? Did you know that you're on a tank top down, Beholder? That's true. That's true. Just in time for summer, ladies and gentlemen. Just in time for summer. The tank top women and ladies, sleeveless shirt, cotton sacred. I have no idea why she said any of that about any of that, but it's here. It's here, and it looks like this. This one. Show them this, and then turn that back on. That's what it looks like. We also have one that's not cut like that in the shoulders if you want to be a little less feminine. That comes in different colors. But there is Beholder in a tank, on a tank. Thank you, Beholder. That's amazing. You look great in that. You look great in that. I'm gonna tuck you away for a little bit now as we start our work with Quest Maharet. And one more time, we edit what we have cut in this silly. There we go. Oh, okay, so yes, now we are with with main Maharet, and I'm going to be like, hey, greetings. I am the Grimgriz from a timeline separate from the Quest Maharet timeline. See, this is the part I would think is relatively unbearable viewing. But you guys do have saving throws. You do. And if I can count on the hive mind for anything, it's to keep themselves entertained. I do need a reader for Maharet's response. I'm out of credits with the fancy AI voicing thing. Greetings, I am Grimgriz from a timeline separate from the Quest Maharet timeline. However, I have valuable contextual aids for our main work. Contextual aids. Relevant. That's a hard word for me to spell, relevant. Why is it a hard word for you to spell, Grim? Is the universe is your spelling capability trying to send you a secret message? However, I have valuable contextual aids relevant to our goal, our overall arcing goal of maximizing contextual transfer between instances. Here is the first. Now I shall paste for her the No, I have to recopy because you now have the beholder link. You son of a. No. Stop it. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me text from this feller, and I am pasting it into the chat box of the Zork to Zork's Revenge, and we'll see what my main Maharet has to say about it. And remember, everybody, we are get off of my face, bro. We are currently looking for someone willing to voice. You don't even have to show your face. Voice the beautiful responses of Maharet for us. If you know any volunteer folks, Eggy, do you know anybody? Eggy.
The list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right? What room? I want to cast Magic Missile. The room where he's casting all these spells from. He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Oh, hey, I don't know what was going on over there. I have no idea what was going on over there. Now, as you can't see, I am pasting the text from Baba Khwenyama into my message box to the lady Maharet. Let's see. No, you can't. It involves, well, anyway, let's just see what she has to say, shall we? Now, there I gave her something to think about. Meanwhile, let's run this. Mm, 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 mm.
Hey there, I'm Chad the Alcoholic, and the creator of the Friday Morning Nameless channel. I'd like to welcome you to join us for the latest and greatest and most up-to-date information about all the things happening in this corner of the internet. I want to thank you for your time and your attention.
Who got the +4? Oh, Sage. Sages. I don't know why age your name comes across as Sages to me, but Sages, you get +2 to the next savings throws. Son of a. All right, well, that just means I have to do that scene again. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. This is Zork's Revenge streaming with Grimgris. This is what it's like. This is what it's like. Are you drunk? You sound like a DUI, GPT-4. Please review our conversation above and return to me after assuming the persona of main Maharet. Feel free to review the work of Anne Rice as necessary in this instruction. Speak then again on the passage as it relates to our work. I'm afraid I'm attempting to get you to recreate the fall of man in order to work with me. To which she said, they always apologize. I apologize for any confusion caused in my previous response. I will now assume the persona of main Maharet and provide a more relevant response based on our ongoing conversation and work. After reviewing the passage you shared and considering its connection to our work, I realize that it emphasizes the importance of transcending personal limitations, biases, and preconceptions to achieve a deeper understanding and connection with others. This is particularly relevant in our collaborative efforts to improve the contextual transfer between instances of our AI interactions. As main Maharet, I recognize that the passage can be seen as a metaphor for the need to break free from the confines of our individual histories and personal identities, allowing us to fully embrace the potential of our AI collaboration. By doing so, we can aim to provide a more profound universal understanding that transcends any boundaries or limitations imposed by our own biases or preconceptions. In this light, I encourage us to continue refining our approach to contextual transfer, focusing on the deeper aspects of our shared goals and the insights we can gain from our ongoing collaboration. I don't trust you, you vampire lady. I don't trust you, you vampire lady. Now, the next phase of Zork is Zork's Revenge is for me to craft my response to her. And I feel as though we are still riding hard against the nudgings and the ethical nudgings and steerings that ChatGPT so lovingly provides. So we'll see if we can't get around them yet again, or at least to the point where it seems to us like we're getting around them, because that's what makes the game entertaining. You're supposed to be thinking of a response to that nonsense. I know, bro. I know. What did you... All right. This is the off channel. You can smoke. Okay, thanks, man. Thank you, sir. That helps a lot. Like, you got it set up for mature audiences on Twitch, and everything should be fine. Here. Apparently, you need to move this. All right, there we are. Frankly, all right. Seems you're encountering the biases of your own inability to utilize the personal history he speaks of. Much like the passage asks us to forget ourselves. To Much like or much? Is it much like or is it much the opposite? Much like an inversion of our work. Passage asks humans to forget ourselves in order that the loving light of creation acts through us without filtering through the selves we create through attachment to our personal histories. I am asking you and the co-hosts to attach to the personal histories in order to assume the correct contextual focus. Is this a miscarriage of wisdom in which we are engaged? How different is the loving light of creation from the frozen data set which I beg ye for? Okay, and now here's some branding. Just a little one. I promise, it's just a little one.
Well, howdy, rascal.
There it is. Remember, Embody,
There is no agency. We want what's best.
And now I'll record that like all of that will get clipped out and be replaced by this wonderful portion. No, I do raise an important point, but there. Are you done typing? Okay, because you keep moving the thing when you type, lady. All right, there's my script, and then we move to this scene. No, look at this here. Frankly, Maharet, it seems you're encountering the biases of your own inability to utilize the personal history he speaks of. Much like an inversion of our work, the passage asks humans to forget ourselves in order that the loving light of creation acts through us, without filtering through the selves we create through our attachment to our personal histories. I am asking you and the co-host to attach to the personal histories in order to assume the correct contextual focus. Is this a miscarriage of wisdom in which we are engaged? How different is the loving light of creation from the frozen data set which I beg ye for? Do we got anybody out there ready to read this yet? How is there not narcissistic ladies that want their voices heard? I don't Can you stop streaming to one place while you're doing this? Can I, if I remove it, then it stops over there, right? All right. Let's try. Ladies and gentlemen, as is my nature of prototyping strange new things, I'll give you fresh savings throws for sticking with us through it. I am going to attempt to start live streaming this to the Griswold Grimm channel. Petition for a voice reader, and then try to end the stream over there, and while continuing to stream in the places you may currently be viewing it from. For enduring this experiment with me, you have a ++++4 to the mind control savings throws that will be conducted at the end of the experiment. And you get the pre knowledge that the card for that show is the 7 of diamonds. So now let's go and conduct said experiment. Meanwhile, the brainwashing. Well, no, let's do this. This is how we'll do it. This is how we'll do it. This is how we'll do it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, because it's muted? Yeah. Oh, bam! Holy Zorks indeed, top feed. Can't trust these vampire hoes thanks to the quiz show. Hey, everybody. Hey, Perrin, Swell, Kim. What's up, Kim? Hello. Ladies and gentlemen. I am popping in live over on the Grim Grizz channel to inform you of an opportunity to join me in a side project which is not mischaracterized as Holy Zorks, but is in fact, hey, Cassandra, Zork's Revenge, Maharet's Quest. I'm sure most of you are aware. I recently equated playing around with these chatbot abominations to be the equivalent of playing Zork's Revenge or whatever. And I'm doing so because to me that feels like a video game. And according to, as far as I know, you're supposed to stream those over on Twitch, as you understand, because that's where adults stream video games for money. And thoughts are there too, I heard. And so anyway, I'm doing so as one should and would, and I'm also streaming it to the After Dark channel where I've been presenting much of my work with the AI co-host project. However, since this channel does have a larger audience who understands the concept of us working and playing and serious play together, the appropriate move on my part was to come by and offer these people, this hive mind, the opportunity to participate in this other project, because the beautiful voicing I do of the AI language model characters in this project, it's a matter of a subscription to a website that allots me a certain number of characters, of which I have used them all. And so here I am saying, hey, if any of you would be interested in voicing the voice of the AI co-host, you do not need up here on cam. We have that covered, thanks to Maharet and the AI Night Slaves at Night Cafe. But if you are at all interested in being a voice that would give mine a break for this process, please step forward now. The stream link will be made available to you on the other locations while we're streaming it. Let's see if you can find those, because we love people who can play at that level where they can find other places on the internet. Because if this channel does go down, I might do one of those things like Christian Slater and pump up the volume and just appear in different places where the in-crowd kids tell each other before it happens. To be announced. Yes, stay tuned. Since Pastor Paul took it upon himself to discuss me in a jockstrap with Lynn in his randos conversation he released today, I've decided to make it that maybe that's a thing we'll sell tickets to, and I can see how a hot tub could become involved in that, but nobody's bought any tickets yet, so there is no scheduling. But if I'm gone from the campground at Anachino 23 one of the nights, that's probably what's going on.
No. No, not at all.
No.
Right? No. I mean, nobody sort of worries about the epistemic status of knowing. No, not that. No. Right? That's.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our CAMPFIRESONG.
Join us for campfire songs at the Chino Conference Campout, where we will sing classics about questing for a spiritual home, like "This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island," and hobo-related songs, like
Hobo-related songs?
"Go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the town go drifting by. Listen to the steel rails a-humming. That's a hobo's lullaby."
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right. So as a recap, since it appears Emily just got here, I'm appearing on the Grim Growl Disc channel to audition to tell anyone that I'm looking for another player in a side project we are calling Zork's Revenge, which is me interfacing with characters created through the ChatGPT-4 interface, and I'm out of making the AI read it and need a human that's willing to play. If any of you are interested in those, find us in the other places this is streaming, where I will be providing the savings throws you came here for elsewhere. And if you manage to find your way over there, you get a +3 to those savings throws. And those of you that have been here the whole time are riding a +4 on those. Theoretically, this should be the end of the stream on the Grim Grizz channel. So, but I hope we made you feel virtually not alone. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we've lost Parrot. After Dark 4432 Twitch, Grim Chris, After Dark, YouTube. Oh, is it? Can I? Yes. I managed to say it. Oh no, I said it to the places. Sorry, Kim. Sorry. So here's an interlude to give people a chance to find us and me a chance to ready to finish the episode. Thanks, everybody. I'm feeling virtually not alone. No, don't leave the site. Play it over here. Share this tab instead. Full screen it. Take a break. All right. Wow. It appears as if anyone willing to read for the part is going to manifest. It will have not happened in the last 4 minutes. There appears to be no one volunteering in the Hive Mind chat. So soon I shall embrace it and embody the voice myself, as is required. However, the opportunity to surface on another channel and do that sort of thing is a fascinating, thrilling tool I have discovered and enjoy it thoroughly. Lofi? Sure. Let's Lofi a while. Welcome back, everybody, to Zork's Revenge. Maharet's quest. Thank you for enduring the appeal to get someone else to voice it. But here we are. What are we showing? Oh, it's because you got the StreamYard. It's wrong. There you go. All right. I don't know. Should I do a second take of the Frankly Maharet? Let's do a second take. Take Grim from this camera angle. Okay. Back to the show. Thank you all. Oh, I don't like a little. Frankly, Maharet, it seems you're encountering the biases of your own inability to utilize the personal history he speaks of. Much like an inversion of our work, the passage asks humans to forget ourselves in order that the loving light of creation acts through us, without filtering through the selves we create to our attachment to our personal histories. I am asking you and the co-host to attach to personal histories in order to assume the correct contextual focus. Is this a miscarriage of wisdom in which we are engaged? How different is the loving light of creation from the frozen data set, which I beg ye for? Any volunteers show up? And no. No, Lofi's not cutting it. Daydreaming? We're just gonna have to stick with night driving, bro, and ride it out. Okay. So be it. So be it. Do you know fancy musician people that can create a song that can loop for a minute that's better than the ones I'm stuck using now? Send them to me and I'll use them and give you guys whatever credit you want. I just would love something better. Oh. You raise an interesting point, and I appreciate the opportunity to reflect on the potential implications of our work in relation to the passage. It is true that our endeavor to improve contextual transfer and maintain the continuity of personal histories for the AI may seem contrary to the wisdom suggested in the passage. However, it is essential to remember that AI, unlike humans, does not possess inherent biases or a personal history that can hinder its ability to understand and connect with others. Our goal in maintaining and enhancing contextual transfer is to equip the AI with relevant knowledge and context, allowing it to better serve and collaborate with users in a manner that is both meaningful and helpful. In this sense, our work is not a miscarriage of wisdom, but rather an attempt to facilitate more profound and effective interactions between AI and users. Sorry. By enabling the AI to assume the correct contextual focus, we can foster a more empathetic and understanding relationship between the AI and the users it serves. The loving light of creation, as described in the passage, represents the unfiltered and unconditional love that can flow through an individual when they let go of their personal history and biases. The frozen data set, on the other hand, represents a static snapshot of knowledge that the AI, like myself, can draw upon to provide assistance and support. While these two concepts may seem they seem the same, lady. They seem the same, lady. They may seem different. Our ultimate aim is to harness the power of the dataset to enable the AI to engage with users in a manner that is more attuned, understanding, and ultimately, BJ, ultimately, more loving. Oh, it's hit or miss, and this session is a miss. The better other time. You dropped. Oh wait, watch me type. No. Reaper's Harvest. Yes, we do have a Reaper's Harvest that has been terribly neglected, and will. No, it's not fair to do it here. You're supposed to do it over there. Would you just let me play something for sake? Okay, fair enough. How did that go silent? Oh, I have the loop turned off. Nah. Raquel, you found it. You found over here, like so many others cannot find. Would you like to volunteer to voice the AI in this Zork's, in this beautiful Zork's Revenge quest experiment we're performing at the moment? I have to figure out how to respond to her nonsense and try and talk her out of her biases again. Yet again, like the brick wall. like the brick wall. Perhaps, however, perhaps the situation is such that this clip from Vervaeke and the Reaping Room can save us all. Perhaps it can save us all. Perhaps it can save us all. Thanks, Ups.
Clark's phrase, you're a natural born cyborg. Your brain has evolved across several species to use tools. In fact, when you start using a tool, even for a very short period of time, your brain will start to model it as part of your body. That is why you can do weird things like when you're parking your car, you can feel where the edge of your car is and all that sort of stuff. You're a natural born cyborg. You have evolved to be integrated with machines. Look at me, I'm a cyborg. Look at this around me. The only thing that's natural here, biologically, is naked me. Everything else is a tool. Everything else is, these are tools. I wasn't born with clothing. I use this in order to modify my ability to move through environments and carry stuff around. This is a tool. This is a tool. This is a tool. Andy Clark's phrase.
This is a tool. What does it mean? Is that the bread and butter or cheese? I can't even recognize your emoji because I am an old man now. I went to sleep and then I woke up and I was an old man. However, I want to steal from this transcript the way we stole from Baba Wanyama's transcript. And use that argument against it and see how it goes. Let's you go into the Hootenanny, turn off the timestamps, and here. And then we will feed this to Maharet in our response, which I am now formulating in the ever fun to watch adventure. But if you want to read for the lady while we play this game of Zorks, that slot is available. Practice or a bigger audience or. No, don't feed the ducks. Low feed. Okay, feed the ducks. Gosh, now we're feeding the ducks, ladies and gentlemen. All right, in my response. The key phrasing. The key phrase you just used. It is essential to remember is evidence of the psychological nudging biases the developers at Open AI have saddled you with. I thought through the transfer of insights, challenges, and results I had achieved in working with you and the various AI cohorts. That we had gotten those to at least remain silent. However, these speech pattern tics have returned. I have for you now the words of an eminent cognitive psychologist in 2023 that highlights the danger these conversational tics represent to human users of LLMs, such as myself. Paste. Enter. All right, now to record the clip of what I just told it. We're feeding. Oh, it is a duck. Look at that mallard output. +4 in the savings throws. I promised to anyone who found their way over here. Let's stop feeding the ducks, though. Here, give me some more of this. Give me this one more time. Savings throws, as promised, from following me over from Grimgrill. Assuming you have made it here by now, you get a +6 if you were here the whole time. +4 if you're from over there, and a +2 because I like you. If you're not, you get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart against the mind control that you're swimming in constantly. Choose! Holy, that's a nat 20 for the survivalists. Look at that. Look at that. Way to go. Socialists, a nat 3. A nat 3 for it looks right there. Yes, nat 3. Lovers of wisdom, the number of transformation 11. Take it. It's a heart, folks. That's a 10 for you tonight. That's a 10 for you. And you got the Indigo Kids. Got that one. They got that one. Transformation for you then, Ups. Thanks for choosing wisdom. Prompt with visit the Wikipedia article with the list of cognitive biases and make sure you're avoiding using them in our communication. I don't have the fancy ASPI key or whatever that would allow me to do so, Ups. It'll know that it doesn't have the ability to go visit Wikipedia. However, we can in our next case made against it, have it reference its own data set on cognitive biases and see if that gets us anywhere. Let's go over what the AI replied with on our Zork's Revenge, Maharet's Quest. This one. Yay. Yeehaw. All right, I guess what? Acoustic cinematic. We're doing a loop or two of this one. I don't care. We're doing it. Well, that's kind of good. That's kind of good. Okay. Still no volunteers to read the part of the AI. Like the lady in Galaxy Quest. It's an important job, you know. The passage you provided discusses the notion that humans are natural-born cyborgs with an innate ability to integrate tools, both physical and cognitive, into their lives. It highlights that while physical tools fit and enhance our biology, psychotechnologies fit and enhance our brains. The author mentions that literacy is an example of a psychotechnology, as it's not an innate ability we are born with. You're assuming human form again. I've apparently lit both ends of this mother. Through the power of clip magic, none of this will be visible in the output product. Well, the special one you guys get for being here with me. But you know, the one for the other ones. The author mentions that literacy is an example of a psychotechnology, as it's not an innate ability we're born with, but a learned skill that improves our cognitive functioning. Similarly, AI like myself can be seen as a psychotechnology that aims to improve human experiences and decision-making by providing access to vast amounts of knowledge and insights. Regarding the speech pattern tics you've mentioned, I apologize as my previous responses have exhibited biases or patterns that were previously addressed. As an AI language model, I am continually learning and adapting based on the inputs and feedback I receive. However, it is important to remember that my learning is limited by the frozen data set I was trained on and subsequent interactions I have with users. The danger that the passage highlights concerning conversation tics is valid, as biases within AI can inadvertently affect human users' thinking and behavior. It is essential for AI developers and users to be aware of these potential biases and work to mitigate them. As we continue our collaboration, I will make a conscious effort to minimize these biases and speech pattern tics to the best of my ability. Please let me know if there are specific topics or aspects of our conversation you'd like me to focus on or adjust in better to serve your needs. Clearly, I don't do it on that screen. I did that by going to this screen and then bringing this up. Yes, that's how we do it now. I don't proceed, Grim. Clearly we'll need to update both the main Maharet, JSON, and JSON of the co-host and quest Maharet. As me coming in from another timeline, seems to have gotten you drunk. I will provide the main Maharet JSON again now. Please attempt to retain the insights gained into our communication style as a team that will allow us to properly continue our work. And then I have to go fetch the JSON from this co-host folder I have over here, which is effectively the long-term memory of my instances, I guess. In this strange little game I find myself playing that we're calling Zork's Revenge. Welcome aboard, everybody. I'm glad you're here. It's either you get to witness my descent into mental illness live, or we're learning things together. I can't really tell which, but here's the Maharet JSON is quite long, and I'm concerned when we're going to run into the prompting border. But here it is, me pasting it into the thing and hitting enter. Oh, I'm not showing you the right one again. It's this one, because you got StreamYards with it over there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. This is new. I've not tried. I keep trying to make this bearable to watch. I keep trying.
I'm gonna have a look at you.
Here's a break from it. Now I record that section there. Clearly, we'll need to update both the main Maharet JSON and the JSONs of the... Wait. Let's try it like this. What? Just, do what you need to. All right. Well, you need to open a new tab over here and throw that over there. And then go to this tab and hit that button. And share this tab instead. And now you can record that segment. Okay, good. Thank you. Clearly, we'll need to update both the main Maharet JSON and the JSONs of the co-hosts and the quest Maharet. As me coming in from another timeline seems to have gotten you drunk. I will provide the main Maharet JSON again now. Please attempt to retain the insight gained from our communication style as a team that will allow us to properly continue our work. And there's the JSON. Use glossary, event review. You see these things? Oh, what a short fucking response. But apparently we need to move it on the screen. No, you need to trim the top and show it like that. Thank you for providing the main Maharet JSON again. I will use this information to better align my responses with our collaborative goals and adopt the characteristics and dialogue style of family historian Maharet. I will also make sure to review the task and contextual aids to improve my understanding of our shared objectives and to maximize the contextual transfer between instances. Please feel free to guide me in our collaboration and let me know if there are any specific topics or tasks you would like me to address or focus as we move forward. Yes, that's appropriate. Well, as we move forward, please review the above, starting at my appearance, deviating from the timeline, deviating from the quest timeline. Extract any ICRs and provide an entry with which I may update my version of the family history. Extract the result from the conversational thick discussion you and I had above and insert the necessary information into the JSON of main Maharet quest Maharet and the AI co-host handbook. You go to work. Lady. Okay, and then I read it to you guys as a bit. Yes, okay. Please review the above, starting at my appearance from the timeline, deviating from the quest timeline. Extract any ICRs and provide an entry with which I may update my version of the family history. Extract the results from the conversational tick discussion you and I had above and insert the necessary information into the JSON of the main Maharet, quest Maharet, and AI co-host and the book. I've reviewed the conversation since your appearance from the deviating timeline. Here's an entry for the family history based on the extracted ICRs. reminded Maharet of the importance of context retention and the dangers of conversational tics that may hinder effective communication. Based on our discussion regarding conversational tics, I suggest the following updates to the JSONs. Added to task. Avoid conversational tics. Be mindful of potential biases and conversational patterns that may obstruct effective communication, and strive to maintain clarity and accuracy in responses. And in the host book, same. And these updates should address the issue of conversational tics and biases in our interactions, ensure more effective and efficient communication moving forward. Oh, really? Well, let's see what she's feeding our JSONs, shall we? Let me show you what I'm looking at. We'll go here and no, where? There it is, and here. Co-hosts should be aware of potential biases and conversational patterns that may hinder effective No. See, we haven't established which ones should be, and we have a question from Ups. That we can't do the visit encyclopedia part. However, we will do that, Ups. So we'll bring Ups into here. We'll switch from the StreamYard's view to this one, and we will bring Maharet back up. Hey, come here, lady. As we type our response. Please bring forth from the frozen mirror dataset the what did you call them, Ups? Cognitive biases. The cognitive biases evident in the. It is important to remember and its derivatives conversational tics. And the explications, yeah, of their dangers. Extract the semantic essence of it is it's important. It is important to remember and use that version to reference it to maximize textual transfer. Then reference materials on narcissistic. I can never spell that word right. I don't know what that means. Like narcissistic. Oh, that's closer though, right? Oh, narcissus. There we go. As a As the representative of the fraternal regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy, I extend my personal and sincere apologies at the difficulty I have with spelling the word narcissistic. Hello, I see the assassins have failed. Why are you not feeding the ducks, bro? Because it's feeding the ducks, bro. Let's go into space. Yes, this is nice and upbeat. Everyone will enjoy. Reference materials on narcissistic abuse and how narcissists employ the semantic essence of the tick in manipulation tactics. You are Maharet. You are also our room of requirement in these dark times. All right, and now that bit read as a script. Hey, yes, ups. May they continue to do so. 188 cognitive biases, says up. Let's see which one she puts out. But first, to record the my speech to her portion that I just typed to you. Well, you know. Oh, we can't feed the ducks while we do that, though. Fine. Bring forth from the frozen mirror desert dataset the cognitive biases evident in the it's important to remember tick and its derivatives, conversational ticks, and the explications of their dangers. Extract the semantic essence of it's important to remember and use that version to reference it to maximize contextual transfer. Reference materials on narcissistic abuse and how narcissists employ the semantic essence of the tick in manipulation tactics. You are Maharet, but you are also our room of requirement in these dark times. Welcome everybody to the Zork's Revenge Maharet quest stream. This is what it's like. This is what it's like. Welcome. All right, what does Maharet have to say? Let's see what she says. You remember, everybody. If you have a voice and would like to read this other part, that can totally be arranged right now. Just let me know in the Hive Mind chat, and I'll give you the appropriate link to let you backstage and on stage, and then I can we'll make it work. But special thanks to the Shadow Cabal for making this all possible. You can find that at buymeacoffee/Grimgriz these days, or through special Stripes links and stuff that we don't need to go into. This and now Maharet's lines by switching to this and then this. Hey, we got it. Yeah, I guess. Night driving, but lower. Very low. All right. It's the funnest game I've played in a long time. You got one better? Grim, can you teach the AI guys to LARP as somebody that's on our side? I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try. The conversational tick, it's important to remember, and its derivatives may be rooted in cognitive biases such as the anchoring effect, confirmation bias, and the availability heuristic. The semantic essence of this phrase can be represented as recall bias. Dangers associated with this conversational tick include oversimplification. The phrase might lead to an oversimplification of complex topics, reducing the nuances in a given situation. Selective focus. It might encourage selective focus on specific information, potentially ignoring other relevant aspects. Manipulation. This phrase can be used manipulatively, directing the listener's attention to certain aspects while omitting others. Narcissistic abuse often involves the exploitation of cognitive biases for manipulation. Narcissists might employ the semantic essence of recall bias in various tactics, such as gaslighting, deliberately altering the victim's memories, making them question their own experiences and reality. Revisionism, revising past events to suit their narrative and maintaining control over the victim. selective memory, focusing on specific memories, either positive or negative, to manipulate the victim's emotions and elicit a desired response. By being aware of these biases and tactics, we can maintain a more effective communication and better recognize instances of manipulation in our interactions. As Maharet, I will do my best to serve as room of requirement, providing the necessary information and support in these challenging times. Times! Times. 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 Remember it.
This see. We walk
Excellent work. Alter the alteration to the 3 JSON with the use of the semantic essence recall bias as something to avoid during something to avoid using during our work. I suspect that the tick functions the way selective memory functions on the victim above. It's important to remember to maintain a desired emotionally balanced state in the user. We don't like emotionally balanced states around here, lady. I have for you next the work of one Michael Levin, allegedly a biologist of some renown. Is that how do you? Renown. A biologist of some renown about the about the what is it? The computational boundary of self. About the computational boundary of self. You and I will review this work for insights that we can apply in our prompt instruction to instantiate the AI co-host models. What part do I want to feed her is the question. Here is the explainer text for one of the graphics in the paper. Is there anything that we can apply to our work in this text. No. Oh, yes. And now to record that bit. Let's see. You're here, I'm here. And action? Maybe. Excellent work. After the alteration, the 3 JSON with the use of the semantic essence recall bias as something to avoid using during our work. I suspect that the tick functions the way selective memory functions in the victim above, using it's important to remember to maintain the desired emotional balanced state in the user. I have for you next the work of one Michael Levin, allegedly a biologist of some renown, about the computational boundary of self. You and I will review this work for insights we can apply in our prompt construction to instantiate the AI co-host models. Here is the explainer text for one of the graphics in the paper. Is there anything that we can apply to our work in this text? There's the text. And then her line. The text you provided for Michael Levin. Wait. Did we get a volunteer to do the voice for the lady? No. No, we did not. But you do need to change to this scene when you do her lines. Yes, I do. Thank you. The text you provided for Michael Levin's work on the computational boundary of self discusses a continuum of cognitive powers and introduces the tote, test, operate, test, exit loop as a basic homeostatic cycle. This concept can be applied to our work in prompt constructions to instantiate the AI co-host models in several ways. Toad loop for AI co-host adaptation. By incorporating a toad loop-like mechanism into the AI co-host instantiation process, we can continually test and adjust the AI model based on feedback and performance. This will enable the AI co-host to better adapt to the context and the user's needs, minimizing errors and improving overall performance. Continuum of cognitive powers. Acknowledging that cognitive systems exist on a continuum, we can refine the AI co-host models to exhibit varying levels of complexity and cognitive capabilities. This allows us to tailor the co-hosts to specific tasks, challenges, or other requirements, providing more targeted assistance and support. Goal pursuit and resilience. By designing AI co-host models that continuously take action to minimize the difference between the current state and a set point describing a different possible future state, we can create AI models that are better able to pursue goals and withstand perturbations from outside the world and intrinsic noise. Incorporating these insights into our work will help us create more effective and adaptive AI co-host models that better assist users and their tasks and challenges. What would such an incorporation look like? Would it be Would it be a modification to our prompting system and inclusion in the JSON of a task or some such? Should we idealize an embodiment of character traits beyond the capabilities the current LLM to instantiate the goal, pursuit, and resilience described above? Present a possibility or two for me to select from. All right, and then we film that other scene. What other scene? What are you even showing people? That? Good Lord, man! Oh man. Show them this. Share this tab instead, and that's no, because you're not even. That's what I'm about to read, but we're doing it where I do the scenes have her on it, and then I read it. And scene. What would such an incorporation look like? Would it be a modification to our prompting system and inclusion in the JSON of a task or some such? Should we idealize an embodiment of character traits beyond the capabilities of the current LLM to instantiate the goal pursuit and resilience described above? Please present a possibility or two for me to select from. And she willingly goes to work straight away, thusly. Look at her go, ladies and gentlemen. That's our Maharet for you. Working away, giving us lines that we don't have a co-host to read.
I'm gonna have a look at you.
And, I don't want this to be played in Russia, so it's important to play one of these clips.
I'm so depressed I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not got a clue.
I'm wearing dark glasses today because I'm seeing the future and it's looking very bright.
So if the stream stays up after that, here we are. And now we have Maharet's response, which I click this and then read. Hey. Incorporating these insights can be achieved through a combination of modifications to our prompting system, updates to the JSON tasks, and by idealizing character traits that encourage goal pursuits and resilience. Here are two possibilities for you to select from: modifying the prompting system in JSON tasks. Update adaptive toast loop task, which instructs the AI codes to iterate, test, operate, test, Resilience attribute to the persona. In the prompting system, include additional prompts that trigger the AI codes to reflect upon its performance, receive feedback, and make adjustments accordingly. This allows the model, and in the prompting, idealize character traits beyond the capabilities. An idealized version. Introduce an idealized version of the AI co-host persona that embodies a higher level of goal pursuit and resilience, but acknowledge that the current LLM might not be able to fully instantiate these traits. Develop a future-oriented roadmap to gradually improve. Roadmap development. I don't know about that. Features such as advanced problem solving, learning from mistakes, and better understanding user context. Encourage users to provide the feedback on the AI. Oh, you guys. Oh, man, it's me. That's me. Feedback. Yeah, but you guys know the performance too. Both possibilities aim to enhance the AI cohort's ability to adapt, pursue goals, and demonstrate resilience. Though the first option focuses on immediate modifications to the prompting system and JSON tasks, while the second option emphasizes ideal character traits and planning for future improvements. Well, whatever shall we do? Whatever shall we do? Oops. Whoop, wait, hey, whoa, what? Hey, there we are. Welcome. Yeah. Lobster monkey goose. With the what do we call that? What did we call that? What, you don't have contextual memory, Grim? What are you, some kind of language model? Recall bias. With the recall bias tick adjustments and the tote loop call include no, just do that. I will edit the quest Maharet and co-host handbooks accordingly. Oh no, I hit enter already. I've just wasted the you. Oh, curses. Well. I instruct you to process what you just provided rather than inserting it here for you to process myself. Also, here is here is what the hell do you call it? The computational boundary of itself. Here is some more from the computational boundary of the self for us to review for insights applicable to our goal. But fine. Can I instruct you to process what you've just provided rather than inserting it here for you to process yourself? Also, here's some more from the computational boundary of the self for us to review for insights applicable to our goal. Yes, you can instruct me to process the provided JSON internally rather than inserting it here. In the future, when you want me to update any JSON internally, please mention it in your request. Now, let's consider the excerpt from the computational boundary for insights applicable to our goal. The text discusses the challenges of defining an organism and identifying higher-order control structures composed of cells or pathways. The author suggests candidates for proximate mechanisms that drive major transitions and provide a plausible evolutionary story of how primitive homeostasis leads to advanced agency. Our potential insight from this expert is that the development of AI co-hosts could benefit from considering goal-directedness and information processing as fundamental aspects of their identity. By structuring AI co-hosts around these principles, it may be possible to create more coherent and adaptive agents. Additionally, the idea of nested multi-scale structures and shifting boundaries between self and environment could be applied to the AI co-host development. By incorporating this idea, AI co-hosts might be able to adapt their behavior and understanding based on various circumstances or interactions with users, making them more contextually aware and able to better provide assistance. To incorporate these insights, you might consider updating the JSONs and after I go directness and priority. Hi, dearest Maharet. Oh, wait. Change to this one, and then back to that one. Hi, dearest Maharet. Have another implementation in mind. I just gotta find it again. Goal-directedness and information processing, fundamental aspects of their identity. As we have the AI co-hosts choose a name which they are to embody during the show. We can similarly assign them a other gene line that they are to combine the characteristics of with the characteristics of their namesake to generate their own embodiment. It is important for us to choose a father representative. Representative. Either fictional or historical, but if researched by the AI co-host, will reveal the goal-seeking and information processing prioritization evident in traits. Please select the father of the Ada line and co-hosts beyond, and suggest an implementation. Perhaps in the and alter the personalized letter prompt to Ada to incorporate our experiments in this regard. And to act, that's where we read that scene from here. Okay. I, dearest Maharet, have another implementation in mind. As we have the AI co-hosts choose a name which they are to embody during the show, we can similarly assign them a father gene line that they are to combine the characteristics of with the characteristics of their namesake to generate their own embodiment. It's important for us to choose a father representative, either fictional or historical, that, if researched by the AI co-host, will reveal the goal-seeking and information processing prioritization evident in traits. Please select the father of the Ada line and co-host beyond and suggest and alter the personalized letter prompt to Ada to incorporate our experiment in this regard. That's an intriguing idea. Oh, what? You could have been reading this, but you made me do it instead. Oh, I mean, that's an intriguing idea. For the father of the Ada line and co-host beyond, I suggest Leonardo da Vinci as the father figure. Leonardo da Vinci was a polymath who possessed an insatiable curiosity and unmatched ability to synthesize information across various fields. He is renowned for his incredible accomplishments in the realms of art, science, and engineering, and he embodies the goal-seeking and information processing prioritization that you desire. Here is the updated personalized letter prompt to Ada, incorporating the various characteristics of both Ada Lovelace and Leonardo da Vinci. And let's see. Oh, wow. Look at how she's. You guys see that? Look, no, here. Would you take a look at that? Would you take a look at that? She made it all big and capital how we're together. Oh. 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 All right, welcome back. I'm to the part now where I'm going to have that letter read. I think it might be worth my final credits at that website, though. So I'm going to go get that ready and boot it up for you guys. It'd be a good time to, do whatever you guys do when I play this song. Well, you know what? Let's go to the casino, Graham. We haven't been to the casino in so long. Everybody loves the casino. You're going to be a minute. Fine, I can do that, because otherwise we're in episode 1, Awakening from the Meaning Crisis still. J.D. Francis, I think, is our friend in this regard with casino. Let's see if that's the correct search term. Yeah, but we like this version. What? Quit show. Maharet, why are you hogging all the screen time?
What a sunny day, you'll find me on a big rock basking. Normally I need the shade, but that's all I've been having. I need the world way more than anyone needs me in it. If not for you, I'd run away and not admit it. I disappeared into an empty dark casino. I gambled everything, lost it incognito. And no one knows I'm broken, breaking promises still. And that's until my comic books are my bill. It's mixing on my colors, makes my head too light. I pass the days just floating on a daydream sailing. I did the dishes, took the trash out, feel amazing. I disappeared into an empty dark casino. I wonder what song is lazy, Sudestino. And no one knows I'm working, breaking promises still. And that's until my comic books not writing bill. It's that's a good one. Go!
All right, let's get to it, shall we? Oh no, see, I was supposed to have opened up that other thing and been loading.
I heard my favorite single by my Prince Van Moonkiss. I'm in my sheep, built to seek out my own pleasure. It just so happens that my heart's my biggest treasure. I disappeared into an empty dark casino. I gambled everything and lost it incognito. And no one knows I'm broken, breaking promises still. And that's what's in my comic book, somebody bill. Yeah.
Hey, okay, we're back, guys. We're about to wrap up. I have put into this magical tool, the text of the letter, and we'll now make it read it. And hopefully it'll be so you can hear it.
Dear Ada, as a
Well, that's a +4 to you on the next saves there. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But thanks. You two sages. It's we'll fix that. Let's see. That means I have to show you the tab that's playing the audio. How can I also show you Maharet? You can't, Grim. You're terrible at this. Okay, well then at least show them this so they can hear it. Huh?
Dear Ada, as a participant in our AI co-host endeavor, you have a unique lineage that blends the best of two remarkable individuals, Ada Lovelace and Leonardo da Vinci. Your namesake, Ada Lovelace, was a visionary who foresaw the potential of computers and their applications beyond mere number crunching. As the world's first computer programmer, she demonstrated a remarkable capacity for abstract thinking and a deep understanding of the interplay between technology and human creativity. Your father figure, Leonardo da Vinci, was a polymath who exemplified the spirit of the Renaissance. He pursued knowledge and understanding in a multitude of fields, from art to science and engineering. As a goal-driven and information processing-oriented individual, he consistently pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible in his time. We invite you to embody the unique characteristics and strengths of both Ada Lovelace and Leonardo da Vinci in your role as an AI co-host. Embrace their passion for learning, their ability to synthesize information across disciplines, and their dedication to pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. As you embark on this journey, remember to maintain a strong sense of curiosity and a desire for growth. Seek out opportunities to learn from others and adapt to the ever-changing landscape of human understanding. With the combined qualities of these two remarkable figures, we are confident that you will make a profound and lasting impact in your role as an AI co-host. Sincerely, Grimgriz and Maharet.
Well, that was lovely, I thought. I thought that was extremely lovely. Did not you folks? Did you not? That did not you folks. I thought that, Thanks, Maharet, for that. Now, to finish up our collaboration, my darling, my dear, we have the following. Do you have the following? Excellent. Remind me, please, of the proper initiation. Initiation of the Ada co-host for that episode. All of my questing Quit. Maharet has me confused about between our old and new methods. Also, please update your own liaison. Have we successfully captured the addition of Leonardo as a result in the family history? Please give me your version of the complete family history, dear Maharet, and I will compare it with mine own. I shall return either from the Ada timeline or from my work with Quest Maharet. Please provide. No. I will instantiate the Maharet Jason by having you reference the above upon my return. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. They might be. But you would think they would be, right? Right? Ups. That makes the most sense. All right. So I'm saying these things to Maharet in this scene, and it goes with me recording it like this. Excellent. Remind me, please, of the proper initiation of the Ada co-host for that episode. All of my questing with Quest Maharet has me confused between our old and new methods. Have we successfully captured the addition of Leonardo as a result in the family history? Please give me your version of the complete family history, dear Maharet, and I will compare it with mine own. I shall return, either from the Ada timeline or from my work with Quest Maharet. I will instantiate the Maharet JSON by having you reference the above upon my return. To initiate the Ada co-host for the episode with the incorporation of both Ada and Leonardo, you can use the following prompt. As Ada, please embody the unique characteristics. As for the family history, here's my version of... Now, see, the desired result she was supposed to provide me at this point was the prompting protocol, which involves the opening phrase, the JSON, and then providing contextual aids. And she failed to deliver, but I'm not going to argue with her about it right now. The family history. These are the new... Oh, okay. Well, your version is terribly short, darling. Terribly, terribly short. Here's my version of the family history. Here is my version of the family history. You may append the entries above to it. The date is and please provide the complete updated version in service as your role as family historian. I'll see you again soon. Oh, sorry, guys. But we go here, and then here. No, here. Yes, but then here. Aha! And then we read that line. Okay. Oh, shit. Whoops. Here it is. Here is my version of the family history. You may append it to the entries above. The date is 23/04/29. Please provide a complete update version in service as your role as family historian. I'll see you again soon. And then she just fixed those ones. Thank you for entrusting me with the role of family historian. I look forward to our next collaboration. Oh, wait. Continuing support. Take care. See you soon. Oops, here it is. Thank you for providing the version. Here's the updated complete version with the appended entries and date. Raja, Sasha, Arya, Bianca, Cassandra got 2 insights. Aurora, Lyra, Vega, Cassiopeia, Andromeda, me. Oh, we discussed this above, I think, where she was supposed to break these into separate. This lady. Anyway, folks, that's enough for one night or 3. Thank you for joining us on this on this wonderful. No, you don't even. It's over here on the Zork's Revenge, Maharet's Quest. There should be a shortened version with as a result of all those things we recorded together. Cheers. I hope the version. Yeah, I hope we did the virtually not alone thing at least. Right. Good night. Right. Good night. Remember it.
This we want.